Hello everybody, welcome back to this here tropical update for October 24th. We're currently watching Invest 94L near Bermuda right now, and it has a little bit of a swirl, a little bit of convection, but not quite enough to become a tropical depression at this point. I'll talk more about those reasons here shortly. Here's the zoomed out version of the Atlantic as you can see today. Again, near Bermuda is where we have Invest 94L. To the south of it, a little bit more convection. To the southwest of it, a little bit more convection. To the southeast of it, another swirl with an upper level low or a mid-level low located there, not contributing to 94L's development at all. But it's worth noting Bermuda could, of course, receive tropical storm conditions here shortly. I didn't even mark it on the map, but low conditions, tropical storm, maybe a little bit of rain as well possible in the country of Bermuda. As we can see here, again, there was that convection near that core for a little bit of time earlier this afternoon and evening, and that prompted the National Hurricane Center to raise it to a high chance of formation. If that redevelops, if that convection redevelops near the center, which we can very clearly see here on the satellite, if that redevelops, then we will actually be able to classify this as a tropical depression, perhaps even a tropical storm if those winds pick up, currently at 35 miles an hour. Again, and so this is what we're looking at. Again, not much time to develop. It probably has till tomorrow morning, and that's about it before this storm will not develop any further. So again, a 70% chance formation within the next 5 days. We'll see what happens there. We can also see, again, the intensity could become a tropical storm, but isn't going to be anything too significant. It should actually dissipate out completely before impacting the far northeast or perhaps even portions of southern Atlantic Canada. But again, nothing too major at all. Definitely a low-end thing, a very brief thing, if it does even develop any further. South of that, we have an area of interest south of Bermuda. You can actually see Bermuda here on the map once more. Again, on the upper-ish area of the screen there. 30% chance formation within the next 5 days. Probably not going to develop. Has a little bit of model support, as you'll see here. There's only a few things that could develop. It's 94L. It has a couple tracks moving off to the north. There's a couple other tracks in the area. That's for that other area of interest the Hurricane Center is discussing. And then down in the Caribbean Sea, we're beginning to see a little bit of support here. In about 6 to 8 days, we could begin to watch something form in that area, and that's where we watch in late October and November anyways. The GFS supporting that as well. Again, lots of action going up. Remember, this shows all lows on the GFS, not just the tropical systems. But again, bringing a low into Maine, again, it'll be weak, as well as a few other potential low pressure systems in that area that could or could not become tropical or subtropical. Then again, down in the Caribbean, we're going to want to watch here in about the 6 to 8 day range, where we could finally begin to see some development there. And from there, who knows where it can go. Of course, we remember Sandy. Sandy just went straight north and ended up impacting New York City and New Jersey fairly heavily. It could also just move off to the side like we normally see do during hurricane season, impacting Central America, Mexico, and the like, perhaps even making its way into the Gulf. That's all I have for today. Again, Invest 94L is the only thing we have to talk about. So stay safe. That's all for now. Chris 16 with Catholic Media.